Okay, so what we're going to concentrate on now are screw components. Now they're on the Content tab here on the ribbon. Notice you've also got a Content pull down. Again, it gives you all the same information. Look, there's content libraries, screw connection, fasteners, drill, bushings, shaft generator, and so on. It's all in there. Notice you've got cams there though as well. You've got calculations. It's all there. The icons look familiar because again, they're all up here on the ribbon. So when you're using your menu bar, you've obviously got the ability there on the pull downs to generate content as well. Okay, let's have a look at these fasteners now on this panel here on the ribbon. We've got screw templates, got screw connections, and we've also got the screw components here. Now, let's have a look now at just some of the screw components. We've touched on this a little bit, but what I'm going to do now is click here and insert a screw or a bolt into the drawing. I'm going to go for a socket head type there, and I'm going to use British standards again because I'm working with a metric British standards drawing. So I'm going to go for that one there, a hexagon socket head cap screw regular thread metric. And I'm going to go for a side view, that one there. So it'll ask me to specify an insertion point, and I'm going to drop that there in the midpoint there, take it across there so I've got the angle, click on the perpendicular snap. Now it'll ask me what size thread I'm going to use. I'm going to use an M10 and I'm going to finish, and then it'll ask for a length. So I'll drag that and click, and then I select that and click here and go for a regular length. Let's say I'll go for 50 millimeters. So I hit escape there now. Now that's added the screw part of the screw components. What I need to look at now is what else do I need there? Now you'll notice there I'm probably going to need some washers. So what I'm going to do now is go for my washer here, and I'm going to go for a taper, and I need a metric taper, and I'm going to go for a side view there, and the insertion point when I zoom in will obviously be here, won't it? It'll be the intersection of this edge with the center of the bolt there. So I'll pick that point there. Rotation angle, if I use my snaps there to rotate along the 0 line, and I'll go for, let's say, a 12, and I'll finish that. As you can see, there's a little bit of overkill there. That's a bit on the big side, isn't it? So what we're going to do, we're going to undo that. That'll undo the zooms first. And then I'll go for a standard washer. So I'll go here, like so. I'm going to go for a plain washer, BS 4320, Form A and B, and I want a front view there, like that. Same intersection that I need. So I hover there, object snap tracking down to there. There's the insertion point. Rotation angle along here, so I can just snap to there if I want to, like that. Now I want a 10 to fit around my M10 bolt. So I click on 10 and finish. I've got two types there. I can have a Form A, like that. So I'm going to go for that and just OK it. Notice Intelligent Objects. It sets up the bolt, and the thread on the bolt, you can see in the green there, now starts from the end of that washer. Let's add a nut to that bolt, so I click on the nut here, again on the same panel on the ribbon. I'm going to go for a standard hex nut, a BS 3692 regular thread to match my bolt there. And I'm going to go for, let's say, a front view. And the insertion point is going to be at the edge of the washer there on the center line of the bolt. Rotation angle, I'll just use the perpendicular snap to get the 0. Click there, and I want an M10 to fit my M10 bolt. Click on finish, and there we are. Look. I've now got a bolt, a washer, and a nut all set up around my metal plate, like so. So quick, easy, and effective. And that's just using the Fasteners panel on the Content tab on the ribbon. So again, you're more productive, you're more effective, and your boss likes you because you're kicking out drawings so much more quickly.